If you think this is whining,
get to the chopper. Oh shit, are we live?
Yes.
Hello there.
All right, who's all here? We got Joe's Atmosphere. If you're still here, good morning, my friend. Let's see, D. Bud Martin. Good morning, my friend. I hope you're here. Zachariah 315. We have been struggling to get everything working. I think we got it working.
Hey, it's one of your
Monkey
favorite
Jeebus.
monkeys. There
Thank you. Come again. Marubius Ledford.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hey, that's my kid.
Oh, that's his kid. There you go. That's Taryn?
No.
I'm surprised my mom's not on here, to be honest with you.
Hey.
So,
how the kids?
So that you're in this mic.
Oh, sorry.
You're being picked up.
How the kids?
You have to lean into it. You should be able to speak. Like I'm talking right now, and you guys can hear me just fine, right?
Yeah. Everything's great. The only thing that's weird is Keith is like he has cerebral palsy. Yeah, he keeps freezing. Like
yeah, you might want to. You're frozen. The internet here sucks. So put your avatar.
While they're doing that, Joe's Atmosphere. If you're still in the chat, bro, hit me up. I ran that idea by Gary.
It's not showing up.
I'm going to hold him to account. I just need you to help me call him out, bro, and we can do this Sunday.
That's what you told me once, and you never showed up.
What do I got to push? Oh, this.
Let's do a show on Sunday.
Hey, Anima, I just was doing my buddy.
I know.
Because I was setting you up for disappointment.
Hey, listen, I have to rub it in because it's been 3 freaking months.
It has. Look,
it's not showing up.
Gary or Martine will produce it, and we can do it on Gary's channel. I'm totally 100% down. I have to pull them up. I did go through and I took notes so I could help guide you through because you were like, it's been so long I forgot. And then I was like, I'll do bullet points that'll refresh your memory.
Shut up.
So,
all right. Again, sorry, we're dealing with a technical issue. Keith's avatar is now showing up. Good morning. Guten Morgen.
Good talk.
Good talk to the area's teacher today. She's doing much better. I think that's to you in the chat.
Really?
Yes, that is to you. Yeah.
Cool.
So that was your kid, right?
And you don't have to bellow or anything. This really picks our voices up really well. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Glad we're here live at the Game Expo, the final Game Expo. This has been around for a while, and it's sad that it's going away. But they made sure to get a hold of all of us who have been regular guests or guests of honors at the
no, that was for King's Workhouse comment. That's what that was for.
Oh.
Sorry. It was on the yeah. Fuck you, buddy.
There goes the first F-bomb.
I need to get something real quick because I am going to state that this episode is sponsored by, but I got to have the graphic to do it. So give me a moment here while I try to get the graphic to open up.
Jazz hands.
Up. Man, the internet is terrible here. It is terrible.
What is it with terrible internet at expos?
I don't know. The Las Vegas Convention Center's got great internet. I never have issues there. You guys just need to come to Vegas.
Because he had issues at the last con.
Yeah,
you know what? I think we should do that. I think we should go to Vegas.
Danny.
Yeah, I do too. You guys can crash here, or I mean, if you want the experience, I got buddies that work at MGM. I can get you what's the one with the fountain?
I'll hold you to it.
The Bellagio.
Hey, it's probably easier for me to get to Vegas than to Springfield.
Well, that's because Vegas. Hey, Joe, dude. So,
hi, Joe.
Joe, you still down?
Hold on,
that restaurant?
hold on, guys. Hold on. You can talk to him in a second. This episode is brought to you by
let Gary talk. Now. Come on.
DJ and entertainment services, www.dandemusic.com. That's his phone number. That is Scott, dndemusic.com. He is really kind of helping us out today. We are actually broadcasting from his area instead of our booth.
Because it's quieter.
Yes, because you're not going to hear the cacophony of sound. Why is it not moving?
What? Okay.
Martin, can you remove the
it
graphic?
right?
I'm not apparently able to remove it.
Is it?
It's gone.
No, it's been gone.
You're
I'm actually kind of asking you, what was the web address again? Is it DANDE? Yeah. Oh no, where's Gary?
Internet sucks, apparently.
I was actually legitimately like wanting to look at the website because that's, you know, I make websites, so I always judge people on their websites. Oh,
He's disappeared.
well, hey Joe.
Yeah.
Since he's so.
Good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Before we went live, I was talking to him about what you and I were talking about. So if you're serious, my buddy Johnny would like to do it. We came up with a clever name called the Dork Side of the Ring instead of Dark Side.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
And
great.
so give you the three of us, like on a Sunday. Is Sunday still a good day for you?
Let's talk about it away from here, man. We don't want
Okay,
to take
bro.
it up here.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh yeah, we're live. I forget. I'm sorry.
Come on, bro. Good
All
morning,
right,
Gary.
so good morning, Joe. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, buddy. Doing good. They wanted to see me in my robe, so I came in my robe today.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Ooh, gross! You came in your robe."
Right?
But I'm bunks.
There it is.
So I don't know. I'm hoping the internet holds up. We're not going to do this show for very long. We'll probably stick around for about an hour.
Well, look, let's start out with just this. Okay. They have already had the premiere for Black Adam. Okay.
Is this the voice of God?
And the biggest thing right now is the fact that the film seems to be kind of entertaining, but everybody's talking about the post-credit. So, look, let me just ask. Are you guys actually going to go see this film when it hits?
Hi, Penny.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, no, my son won't. Yeah, no, I have to. I mean, I use that as an excuse. I'd see it anyway, but my little boy, I say little boy, he's 16. He wants to see it. So.
And I'm sure you're going to love it. You love everything.
Oh, I'm dude. If what I saw, if the stuff on Twitter's true and Henry Cavill is in the tag at the end, sign me up. Take all my money.
I want to see Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. That's the main reason why I want to see this movie. So
Pierce Brosnan, who? Oh, it's Dr. Fate.
As Dr.
James
Fate,
Bond.
Yes.
Basically, James Bond is Dr. Fate.
That's it. That's been the selling point. I mean, when it was first announced years ago that The Rock was pursuing playing Black Adam, myself, I'm a DC Universe Online guy. Physically, he's perfect for the role. But as far as the rest of it goes, I think they went a little crazy on the trailers. They shouldn't have shown as much as they did on the trailers. That's for sure.
So, I mean, are you hyped about seeing the Justice Society? You know?
Yeah, that'll be cool. And I'm not super hyped about that though. Not the whole selling point for me is
what do you think about
Fate.
What do you think about the choices they made for the Hawkman? Because I don't dig it. It's more like mechanical, like it's almost like Falcon from MCU instead of.
Well,
Hawkman
if you remember, yeah, that's true. I mean, they could have gone with a little bit more organic look to it, but here's the thing. I think the reason why they're going with that metallic look is they're going to push the nth metal thing. If you understand what I'm talking about from the books, there's a metal that is only
better off going off on my phone.
Yeah, you comic book nerds know it better than I do. I've barely scratched the surface on DC. I'm more of a Marvel guy, but there's an nth metal, and it's like mithril in Lord of the Rings. It's a metal that you can do all kinds of stuff with, and it's supposed to be really great. It's called nth metal, and it's a cornerstone of the game I play. And from what I understand, it's the main reason why a lot of the drama happens in the Hawkman world. And what is it, Thanageria or something like that? I can't remember the name of the planet he's from, but it's a big part of the story, and I think that's why they went with the metallic look. But
you're talking about that. It's that gravity,
it's all I know is the name of it's nth metal, and everybody uses it in all their weapons and all that stuff. And
hey, Gary, you disappeared. What was your friend's web address again? I was trying to pull it up so I could share it in the chat, but your graphic went away, and then you disappeared, and now you're muted. There
it is. Boom.
Okay. DJ and entertainment. All right, so here we go. I'll share this in the chats, and that's what this show, I guess, is. You buy
right? I'm with you.
I did not make the website, but it's not terrible. It looks like one I'd make.
The Justice Society of America, though, I don't know much about. I'm not a DC.
JSA. They're kind of like I don't know, like the poor man's Justice League.
Gotcha.
They're like
a bunch of the Golden Age characters, by the way, something like
Golden
that.
Age B-listers, though. You know what I mean? I'm going to get a lot of flack.
I don't think so. All right, Keith we're just one problem after another. These conventions, their internet is garbage.
Hey, that's okay. You're there. You're representing, bro. That's awesome.
Well, it's not the show's fault. It's the convention center. They have.
I wanted to congratulate you on the broadcasting deal. By the way, that's very cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, boy, we better figure some of this stuff out before I go live on that radio network.
Right?
Yeah,
come on, bro.
We are training not to drop F-bombs now. It's so hard.
Is that what that F-bomb thing was about? It's that thing?
No, originally that was about getting a sponsor, Danny.
So do I need to watch my language? Because
you should, yeah, you should.
We're
trying to get a sponsor, and now
that's one of the things that's been liberating about this channel versus all the others is Gary always let me cuss.
Because they want him as he is, but we should do it less.
All right, well, all right.
I have to ask Gary when he gets back, if he can hear me, he can answer this when he comes back. The venue you're at, I know when I was doing the Comic-Con here at the Bossier Civic Center, that you had to pay per device for Wi-Fi at their venue. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Dude, no, Las Vegas Convention Center, free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's awesome. But a lot of smaller places don't do that. They charge you per device. So that's why I was wondering if he's trying to use just open air Wi-Fi or open air LTE or whatever. Are you having to pay for the Wi-Fi there, man? Because if you are, I'd be.
No, it's free to all the guests here.
Well,
but on top of that, free. I'm not using that. I'm using Scott's internet through his hotspot on his.
Is
phone.
Don Eckers here?
Yes.
Oh,
Don
wow.
is always here, and he's keeping.
I actually invited Don to join us.
Hey, Don.
And you know what's amazing, Don? I'm so angry right now. I'm very angry. I'm holding it down, and I've not said the F word once.
You just got to be yourself. You just got to find another word for that. I had a friend that made up his own cuss words, Gary.
Keith actually has his. If he says "dude," he's cussing.
Is he really? Oh, man.
I just gave away your secret.
That's okay. I'm glad you told me that because I can make an entire conversation out of the word "dude." I mean,
oh my god,
look at that!
Really hates me.
Cal, this should be a super chat. He says, "I'm still gonna be saying Can I say it or not?
F-bomb.
In the chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't give
Chat
a-
doesn't matter. It's
It's a
look,
spoken word.
Oh my God, Don.
let me explain what happened. Okay.
Not helping.
So when they hired me, it was a great conversation with Don. I'm not going to go into the detail of it. Don set this whole thing up. I find out they want the shows. Originally, they just wanted the military one and the UFO one, but then it was like, let's take all of them. And so they're eventually
even the dorky, nerdy stuff, because I checked out the website.
Integrate all of the shows, the Monday through Friday shows. And please, I'm trying to talk, dude. I'm trying. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
No, we hear you.
Hear you just fine, buddy. Keep going.
But okay, so Bill, he says, I will check with the director or the owner as far as language goes, but we don't allow the F word. And I'm like, yeah. Thank you, Don. Thank you. That's awesome. I can't even read what he said, but I will show what he said. If it'll pop up. I'm having such internet problems that
okay.
You guys are all frozen on my screen.
It pops up here and it says fucking outstanding. And that's Don saying that. That's the only reason I actually said it.
So you're in charge of the chat again, Martin.
And he locks up.
Oh, I'm off.
It's okay. You're there. You're there.
So Bill messages me at 1:00 in the morning saying that the owner, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's gone. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you.
And boom. It's a shame because I know where he's at. It all looks fine, and then all of a sudden it freezes on you when you're
well, I think he's
world.
using instead of the convention, I think he's using like a hotspot from somebody's phone. I almost wonder if he should just go back.
Yes, but we had issues yesterday because Scott was not at home on his phone, and he was on the panel. And whenever Gary went out because of his home internet, shortly after that, Scott would go out. So there's some issue with the internet in the area, apparently.
Yeah.
Martin, are you here?
I am.
Keith was sitting in the back. Wait.
There we go. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
What's going on, buddy?
What happened to your sexy headshot you had a sec?
I really need you to watch it because I'm going to be getting kicked on a regular basis from the show. So I need you to manage it, Martin.
Basically, we're experiencing a lot of really bad technical issues because for some reason technology in this area seems to want to just go differently. So
well, that's what you guys are like in the deep south or something, or in the Midwest. Where are you?
I'm in the deep south, buddy. You see what my
third world country. Where are you guys at right now? Come on.
We're in the Midwest, man. We're in the heart of America.
Yeah. That was, it's all good. I can't say anything. I was born in Indiana. That's kind of the Midwest, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's the Midwest, dude. Yeah. We claim Indiana,
I don't, but I was born there.
Anyway, look.
My family. Hey, you know what's funny about people in Indiana? When I visit family members, they put an R in like words like wash. I'm gonna wash the dishes. Yeah,
that's
weird.
They're making up for those of us who are from Boston who don't pronounce R's. They're making up for it. Those of us
where the R's go to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's an accent, darling.
It's an accent thing. There are so many different accents in America. I will say that is one of the.
No, Keith.
If you really want to be successful in cultivating an American accent, one of the things that isn't really understood is that many actors from overseas or who have never really lived here will just basically come up with something that just sounds just almost computer-like in my opinion. Yeah. They won't have any real accent to it at all. They'll just drain every bit of personality out of what they're saying.
The generic American accent.
Yeah. If you want to hear, if you want to hear the Bostonian accent, watch the movie The Departed and listen to Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg, who are both from Boston in that movie. They talk like they did when they were kids, and it's ridiculous. And I have to give him credit. DiCaprio pulled it off really well. He did a great job at it in that movie.
Say hello to your mother for me.
Yeah. Say hello to your mother for me.
Let's see it.
And there's actually a scene, and I showed the clip to everybody, where a character says that to Mark Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm. You echo, Gary.
He's good. It's better than not being here.
Hello? I'm not echoing. Someone else is echoing me.
I think it doesn't matter. Off of Keith.
I'm going to say it's Keith
earlier.
Yeah. Hey, look, he's here.
Hey, he's here. That's better.
Let me go back to explaining what happened. So Bill wants the shows, and he goes to the owner of the radio station, and sorry, I had to. Keith, you're breathing really loud, buddy. I had to mute you, buddy.
He's fadering again.
Yeah, it's like it was starting to turn me on. My nipples got hard. Oh yeah.
Hey.
There we go. So anyway, Bill gives me this shot at. I'm going to try to talk quieter and closer to the microphone. So Bill goes to the owner of the radio station. This is a global, international radio station. And he comes back to me at 1 o'clock in the morning and says, no, you're clear to say anything you want. You can drop it as many F-bombs as you want to. You blah, 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 and basically gave me carte blanche. He says, anything you want to do is the quote. Anything you want to do is good with him. So I'm like, okay, so he likes the show. All right. But then I go to Don, and Don goes,
Yeah, also, we still want a sponsor on YouTube, right?
We want a sponsor. And get a sponsor, I have to watch my language. So once again, we've gone 21 minutes. I've been here for about 5 of it. And not one cuss word. I've not said one F word.
And you've had plenty to cuss about so far. And
I'm so angry right now, I could spit nails.
What if we get like... What if
I
we
can
get?
Tell he is.
So I know. So here in Vegas, there are these really funny billboards all over the place for an adult toy store, if you will. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I bet you a sponsor like that, or like a Lee's Liquor or something.
Liquor? I don't even know her.
That's actually one of the billboards out here. But I bet you we could find some or like dispensaries out here. I'm telling you, there's sponsors who don't give 2 squirts a month. What you say? You know what I mean?
Place called Weed Like You.
Sorry, no, I said it.
Like you. Hey, I got to tell something, because words are so important. And my daughter, when she was little, in the Girl Scouts, and they were out at a garden, and there were some boys that went along with them from school. And one of the boys, she was I think 4th grade, and pantsed her.
What?
In the middle of this garden in Springfield. And
pantsed her, pulled down her pants. Yeah.
And they were so angry. She came home. And to cheer her up, I said, well, actually, grammatically, that's a weird word, because you're not being pantsed, you're being depantsed.
I call it being panted, but go ahead.
But she ended up doing it to me. Mac, my brother, BFF, we're in Walmart, and I'm walking over there to get her buying her underwear. I'm buying her some new underwear. And Mac says, go pants your dad. And she goes,
how old is she at this point?
She's 4th grade. So it's around the same time. She runs over, and in the middle of Walmart women's section, she pulls my pants down. And I turned around, and I just slowly reached down, and I pulled them back up, making eye contact with her. I said, was it worth it? The trouble you're going to be in later?
Yeah, it's not so funny now, is it?
And she
it
goes,
always makes me think of weird science.
And then she said again, she goes, I depantsed you, Dad.
Teachable moment.
Well, it's a teachable moment from Mac, because I pulled him aside, And I said, I will knock the shit out of you if you use my kid to prank me again. You're teaching her to disrespect me when you do that.
Yeah.
And he's
You're
like,
not me. I would have, before I said any of that, I would have immediately turned around, slapped him in the face, and then said that. But that's just. Yeah.
I'm not a physical person. I try not to be because I hurt people, and I don't like hurting people.
You're a giant.
Yeah, and it's like I put it.
You're like
put one of my friends through a wall, just fucking around. There it is.
There it is.
One.
Slipped. That's all right.
Number one, 25 minutes in.
I was messing.
We
were messing around, and he jumped on me, wanted to wrestle, and I just flipped him off of me. I just grabbed him and just threw him, and he went ass first through the wall. Went through two of the supporting 2x4s through one side of drywall, and his butt stuck through the other side of the drywall.
Wow.
Your walls are a joke.
So I just need to call you like Lenny.
The walls are a joke. The way you build your houses.
Yeah, but
it's a freaking joke. You know, over here
you still have to throw with some force to get somebody to do that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm saying no. Like we should just call Gary Lenny from now on.
Yeah, Lenny. Tell me about the rabbits again.
Just look at the flowers, Lenny. Look at the flowers.
Tell me about the rabbits again. How many rabbits are we going to have?
Just look at the flowers, Lenny. Look right at the flowers.
So
see right there across the river, we're going to have rabbit hutches. God's horizon.
So Gary, how do we support the not only the show, but I take it this is a newer radio network. Is that
what's
correct?
going to happen, Joe, is I'm going to be using their StreamYard, and it'll still stream to our YouTube channel. So any of our members will still get all the permissions and things they get to do. But here's the cool part. Once the show ends on their StreamYard, we're still live.
So
but
you
we're
can
just
have an
not
after
on the radio
party
channel
kind of thing.
We'll still be live talking online. And it's stuff that's really cool. The show will be over on the radio station, but we'll still be streaming, and you guys can jump in with me and hang out with any of our guests. Like Sarah. I'm going to be talking to Sarah Frazetta this week. Yeah. Sarah should be joining us here in the next couple of weeks.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to convey is how do we support not only you but the network to get their numbers up to get
look in
to support that stuff
with your hands. Well, look and support everything,
bro. I need to know where to find it.
Here. Let me help. If you are watching, all of you who are watching us right now on YouTube, continue to support us on YouTube. Continue to do all the stuff that you were doing before. Now, for anyone that does not like to use YouTube, or you find yourself someplace else, or you're out and about and you want to make sure to be able to follow us in another way, you can find us through their website. Okay? So this is all online.
Yeah.
Online radio.
And our website's still going to be there at popcultureminefield.com.
Yep.
Okay. That's what I was wondering, because if we really want your show to take off, we need to support not only you but their network as well. That's the whole point.
And we will be launching a show that's predominantly going to be one I've been talking about called. Lower my voice again. I'm echoing over on his phone. Going to do a show called Dangerous Military Nerds. They want the word military in there. It was originally just Dangerous Nerds. I thought it was obvious, but it's not. It's not. I realize now that they need the word military. And so it's Dangerous Military Nerds. I've already started working on a logo.
Damn.
It's going to be Don Ecker, me, Mad Mardigan will be on there. Joe, be great to have you on there as a veteran.
Are we going to have Hawk on?
Whenever I'm available.
Keith will be on there. He will be on the day that I want to make fun of the Air Force.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'll make sure my brother watches that too. Because I always, you know what I always tell him?
That will be fun.
I always tell him, hey, look, you can say whatever you want. Air Force is cooler, all that stuff. You were born out of us. You were the Army Air Corps. So kiss my butt.
Yeah, but here's something that people forget. The first UFO incidents took place in 1947. Starting early in June with the incident at, there was one incident, I forget the name of it, but then the big one that everybody knows is Mount Rainier with Kenneth Arnold. And then a few days later, the incident at Roswell. And apparently we've gotten reports that there are actually 2 incidents at Roswell. The big one is the one with Mac Brazel and all that. And the U.S. Army Air Force were the people on standby there, picking everything up, doing everything, the investigation. And then that's when the cover-up began. The minute they went for that big press conference, the cover-up began. Also, within days, the U.S. Air Force broke from the U.S. Army, and the CIA was created.
Yeah.
Not a coincidence.
No, it's not a coincidence. We know
It's
that.
not a coincidence. The Majestic 12, all of that happened all within days of Roswell. That incident changed the way everything was done through the Air Force and our intelligence industry. And it's bad. And it's bad what was done. It sets a bad precedence that the Air Force set up a bogus investigation group called Project Blue Book that was there for only one thing and one thing only, to disprove every one. And if they had one that was just, we don't know what it was. Instead of saying clearly this was a UAP or a UFO, they would just go unsolvable. We couldn't prove one way or the other.
They were there to debunk.
Blue Book was for one reason, and then Hynek later came out and said that. He said, "Yeah, we were there to disprove everything." Gas, that one came up spur of the moment. Swamp gas. Like
also today. Also, speaking of military, I think today is the birthday anniversary of the Navy, United States Navy.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Navy. You squids, you swabbies, you seamen.
You're so disrespectful, Gary.
They deserve
it.
Well,
here's what it is. My Marine buddies and I, we talk about this all the time. This is our favorite thing. U.S. Marine Corps is known as devil dogs. They're known as grunts. They're known as leathernecks, jarheads. During World War II, a few of them were called gyrenes. Gyrenes.
Some of those names are weird.
No, leatherneck is because the first Marine uniforms had terrapin leather on the collar, and they got the name leatherneck. There's always a meaning behind everything. The devil dogs is because what the Germans called us in World War I, called the Marines. They were devil dogs. And so the Marines liked that and said, we'll keep it. You can keep your tongue. And then the U.S. Army is doughboys, grunt as well, just like Marine.
Grunt.
Foot soldiers are called grunts.
Calling somebody a
the MPs are called grunts
nice.
with Jeeps now.
Yeah, and another one is Joes. U.S. Army are also known as G.I. Joes or Joes.
Story about Gyrene?
Not worth explaining. I want to get through this. Then you get the U.S. Navy, which is squids and swabbies. And then the U.S. Air Force are civilians in uniform.
Yeah. They're in the rear with the gear, as we like to say.
Most of the time, but I did that meme, Joe, if you've ever seen it. It's got a tactical sergeant and one of the guys under him. And it's a black kid, and he's looking at the tac sergeant like, what? And the tac sergeant's looking off the distance like, I can't help it. And I wrote the meme because it wrote itself. Because they got a map in front of them. And this is something only real military knows is he goes, what do you mean you don't know how to write a 3-digit grid coordinates? He says, I can't help it. We're Air Force. Or 8-digit grid coordinates. Right. And but they know now because they were on the ground in Afghanistan and in Iraq.
Yes.
They were forced to learn what an 8-digit grid coordinates is because you can't call in a fire mission or an air mission.
Not unless you got it.
Unless you got a map and do an 8-digit grid coordinate.
That's it.
And that was normally Air Force and Army and Marine Corps, but the Navy knew it because they were the ones usually doing the firing or the launching. And that's just your historical facts.
It's more military, dangerous nerd stuff. I'm telling you, I can't wait till we do that show.
Adam,
Hi,
Hey, Don.
There's Big
Hey,
Don.
how's it going?
Uh-oh, he's
good,
got his
buddy.
hat turned around like he's ready for a fight. Look out.
Lord Vader.
I wanted to talk a little bit about KGRA.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been asking about it, Don. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm in delay.
We're still hearing you.
We're
just
hearing
fine.
you fine, Don.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead, talk about it, Don. Tell us about
Yeah.
KGRA.
So back in 2017, I started doing my show from Cyberstation in Boston.
Bastin.
Oh, Jesus, I can't do this.
You sound great.
So anyway, I went over to KGRA and let me turn this thing down because that's so freaking disconcerting. I almost said the F word, Gary.
He only said it once,
He said
Don.
freak.
And we have
I
over
slipped.
half
He
an
said it
hour.
once.
He slipped once.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
But KGRA is a big outfit. Okay, they go literally all over the globe, and I had been kicking around ever since Gary had mentioned Dangerous Nerds, and I thought, boy, this would be the place to do that because they had a military show that was leaving. So I got a hold of Gary and brought him on to talk to Skywatcher, Bill Skywatcher, and boy, it just took it from there. I think this is going to be big.
It's going to be fun, and I'm going to be, because like Don's going to be a big part of it. UFO Wednesday, the military show, which is Dangerous Military Nerds, and I want Joe here. Joe, by the way, Don, this is Joe. Joe, this is Don.
Yeah, it's good to meet you. I've been watching you guys for a while.
Yeah, Joe.
We
Nice
miss
to
each
meet
other
you.
all the
Joe's a
time.
fellow veteran, and I'd like to get him on there. Of course, Mad Mardigan, man. I love that guy. What did you think of Mad Mardigan, Don?
He was a little subdued, Gary.
He was very subdued because he was nervous about meeting you.
Yeah, when we left, I gave him an F-bomb just to see how he'd react, and he said, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay. Matt is so cool. He really is. He's a disabled veteran. He was caught in an IED in his vehicle, and he was severely burned and injured. But look what he's done, man. He's one of my favorite people to run into. But I got to tell you, when he's on a show with me, I got to be on my game because that guy will task me. He will put me to the test, and he'll go, "Don't you think that's kind of stupid what you're saying there, Gary?" And I'll go, "Oh, no."
Hey, speaking of, I sent you those papers on Skype. You still haven't downloaded them.
I've been moving, and I just got the computer set up yesterday, so I haven't downloaded anything. So I'll get to it.
It's got that Nam incident in it. I thought you'd find interesting with me.
I will. That's my next thing I'm going to make sure to do is to read that. How long is it, by the way?
What, the paper?
Yeah.
It's probably 6 or 7 pages.
I'll read it on my own. I won't use my voice reader. I really hate it when it's supposed to be American, but when it says, because there's grenade, every once in a while you see the word grenade in something you wrote, and it goes grenade. And I'm like, oh man, I just want to pop you in the face for saying that. Don't you say grenade around me. You might get away with it with grenadier, but it's
Right.
grenade.
Grenade. Wow.
Yeah, I know an American reader says grenade.
Merkin.
American.
We all Americans here.
Yeah, Americans.
I live in the town
Look at
called
this. This is
Bossier
a
City.
fascinating. Anima loves you, Don, but you scared her off today. What's going on?
Oh no.
What? No, I just
Yeah, you disappeared when Don showed up.
no. I didn't right away. Did I?
What
Yeah,
the
you
hell
went
is
off
this
camera.
echo, Gerry. What is this echo crap?
It's because Keith is next to him. They're at game convention.
They're at a convention,
actually,
and
that is 10, 20, 30, 40 feet away from me. That's how booming my voice is.
Yeah.
He's 40 feet away from me.
There he goes.
Wow. Yeah, you can see me. That's me, way over
there.
Hey.
Big crowd there, Keith, huh?
I can make people in that huge auditorium in there. I can go from one end to the other and just yell, like a booming
Gary
yell.
Can fill
and
microphones
make people jump.
with his voice.
There you go.
I have broken microphones, the cardioid diaphragm kind. Oh, they can't hear you, Keith.
You're muted, buddy.
But you look beautiful while talking.
No, he's not. There's no muted symbol next to his name.
Keith, we cannot hear you.
Keith, try again, because it's. I think
Hello.
There he muted himself.
There you go.
I have mute control on for
it
that I
won't
use.
show up for you, Anima. It's like I can mute. Watch this. Nothing's happening because I didn't click the mute on the screen.
Oh, I can do that too. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still making sounds. Hold on.
Do the Mr. Bean. Thank you.
That's
he sticks his tongue all the way up.
Lip reading for dummies, right? Yeah, nice.
Dude, really?
Not Dorkman's doing it. Dorkman's doing it. All right, I'm not going to say it. It's a Charlie Foxtrot, this show.
Oh, man.
This show is a complete Charlie Foxtrot.
There you go.
Foxtrot, India, Sierra.
Yep.
Oh, man.
What
the
heck?
That is phonetic spelling. I'll let them explain it. But yeah,
US
that's a good
Army,
way to.
Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf.
They're basically calling the show a cluster.
Did you need us to do anything? Okay. Hotel India. Oh my God, I haven't done it in so long.
Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India. You want me to keep going?
No, we're done.
We're done.
I ended it
at
Juliet.
That's a good way to keep from cursing, though. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, Charlie Foxtrot.
There you go.
That's why when Dale Dye and the team and I created our own company, I named it, and they fell in love with it. I said it's Charlie Foxtrot Entertainment, and that way, when we won our first award, and we did win an award, they have to make the announcement, and this award goes to Charlie Foxtrot Entertainment. And every single military person would crack up laughing because the name of our country was Cluster.
Yeah, that's
Entertainment.
My favorite's Whiskey Tango Foxtrot or Fubar.
Yeah,
Fubar is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Fubar's old school.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I love that because finally it got brought to the English or American lexicon because of Kurt Russell and Stallone when they did Tango and Cash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take that logo off your face, man. There you go.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. God, you're so beautiful. I look at you and I
thank you so much.
You didn't take it off for me earlier.
Only me and my hairstylist know. Yes.
There's my baby beagle.
Yep, there's Bailey.
So cute.
All right, so there's my coffee burp for the morning. And
speaking of that, I'm going to get a cup.
Stream ever.
I'll be right back.
All right, buddy. So, Keith, you're wanting to talk about the Black Adam thing. Let's get back to that.
Oh, I was just saying that since this is its big premiere weekend and they've spent all this money advertising, I was just wanting to know, out of all of us who are currently watching the show, I mean, are we actually going to go see this? There's some of you still a little hesitant. Are you going to wait to see it on streaming? I mean, considering, this is very important to...
I would like to see it in the theater myself.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Anyone else?
Scott? Do you want to see it on the big screen? Scott wants to see it on the big screen too. Sunday night? Sunday night, we're going to go see it. Oh, you're going to go see it? Oh, we're all going to go see it?
Yeah. I already said I'm taking my kid to see it. So, yeah, no, I'm definitely seeing it.
Outstanding, Danny.
Yeah.
That's good. See, now that you're on the show, I can't say Danny to Anima, and because I've been calling her by her name. But now that you're on the show, I have to say enema.
I mean, that's fine. You can do Danny 1 and Danny 2.
I liked it back when I called you Daniel.
I keep telling you, Gary, to not call me
Because of your
Danny,
mom.
because it causes confusion.
I don't know.
Call me Danny in the after show, but not on the show.
You know what? I like calling her Lady D.
What?
I think you just made that up.
I'm gonna.
I'm as far from a lady as you can get.
There's a
You're a lady.
There's a joke there. I'm not gonna touch.
Oh, Lady Dick. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I
It's
said
not
no
the F
such
word.
thing. I said no such thing.
Well, Gary, I'm gonna bail out of this Charlie Foxtrot.
We ended about 10 minutes anyway, so
Yeah, Don. Thank you for. Yeah, Don, you are again. I can't say this enough. You are amazing, Don. I'm serious. You changed the way we do this, and you've honored us by really helping us get this done. So thank you, Don.
Hey, you're very welcome, buddy.
What did I miss? Everybody's quiet. What's going on?
I was talking to Scott for a second.
Oh,
Good
everybody
God,
was
look at my
just
hair. My hair looks like
sucking
Marlo
thumbs.
Thomas from That Girl.
At least you've got it,
Pretty
man.
Gary.
I mean, look, I've got the horseshoe thing going on. I got
I
like
almost
a
look like
wisp
a-
right here, and then the rest of it's all in the back.
I'm Jewish. It's my yarmulke.
You look
I've
like
worn a
you.
yarmulke. I have worn it because my siblings were Jewish, and I would go to synagogue with them.
Hey, Bill Barkley is very accurate on his description of you today.
I'm ignoring Bill Barkley this morning because he derails me like nobody, and he knows he does it. He does it on purpose.
Yeah, but you do look like Daniel Jackson.
A little
Daniel
bit, yeah.
Jackson.
I sure
Stargate.
hope Cavill's at the end of that. By the way,
Oh, he
is.
That's what everybody like.
And
That's what I've heard
Very,
from all my like.
Oh,
people who've seen it.
Daniel, the nerdy guy. That
yeah. How can
okay.
you not know Daniel Jackson from SG1? That's so unnerdy.
Well, he's the same character from the movie too. It's played by what's his name?
Spader.
Spader. Yeah, John Spader. What is his name?
James
James
Spader.
And I was
Or
talking
Ultron.
about the James.
Boston
of
Legal is what I
James
like to
Spader,
remember him from.
Don Ecker is a big fan of Boston Legal and the news show, the spy show that he does.
Blacklist.
Don loves that show.
As I tell people, he is the modern day Mickey Rourke when you look at his movies.
He is such a scary looking dude,
and he makes some weird movies too.
But he's a weird dude, and it makes him kind of scary. Like if you see him in Less Than Zero, I'd have never hung out with that dude.
Yeah,
ever. I'd have never hung out with that dude, the character he played, or him as an actor, because he freaks me out a little bit.
His acting choices have been bizarre, to say the least. That movie he made with Cronenberg called Crash is just on a different level.
Oh,
weird.
that is just such a bizarre film.
It is.
Look, Cronenberg's thing is body horror and stuff like that, and that story dealt with amputation.
Tailor-made for it. Yeah, it's just
it's traumatic amputations.
Well, wasn't he also in The Secretary?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow! No.
He
Spader
does some weird stuff.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah.
You don't
I've never
want to.
seen it.
Trust me, you don't want to. It's a submissive.
That's why I wasn't interested in it.
dominating
It has
thing.
a sexual plot line, and I'm like, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the human challenge, the human.
But
experience.
he's the only reason why the Blacklist has been any good. So
I concur because I saw the first season. It was really good, but I got bored and stopped watching it because I'm like, I don't know where this show's going to go, and I don't think I care.
Just think of where they would have been if they'd spent $1 billion.
Who'd have thought that him and William Shatner would have been so damn funny? I mean, they caught lightning in a bottle with Boston Legal. They really did. It was
they're sitting out there on that deck, looking out, smoking cigars.
Smoking cigars at the end of every episode, man. It was
That's Gary and I at the end of every episode. We'll start doing that.
I'm not saying I don't like Spader. I love him. I think he's awesome. But some of his
I wanted to be the Shat.
They're
no,
not
I talk like him.
So yeah.
I actually talk like Shatner. When I do acting, I do the same sort of pregnant pauses that he's known for. And
but that means I got to get out the thesaurus to be like James Spader. You're making me work.
without even doing the impression, I'll do how I do it. It's like we need to really think about what's going on here. That's a Shatner-esque way of acting.
There's something on the wing.
We, the people of a more perfect union, to provide for peace and tranquility. These words, if not for everyone, means nothing.
Death, disease, destruction, horror.
Oh man. Oh.
Logical.
So, did you guys watch the finale of She-Hulk?
Yes.
No, fuck.
That's two.
Did I did not mean to trigger you. I was just.
I will not watch that show. I won't watch it.
Yeah,
well, I don't care. I won't even watch the Daredevil episode. When I heard that they made out,
comic
I'm out.
book, and I'm gonna do a video on it later on today because I don't do many video reviews, just stuff I'm really passionate about. And they actually turned her into a Karen looking for the manager. It was just unbelievable. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Oh, gosh.
Well, yeah, but it was kind of clever and cool how they did it. It was
clever and cool, but it's still a Karen looking for the manager, bro.
Look, guys, look. I got to tell you something very simple. Feige has semi-apologized for Phase 4, and he has said we're going to do better on Phase 5. And then you look to see who's running Phase 5. It's the exact same Phase 4.
Thank you, Vicky.
Not going to happen.
So
Phase 5 is going to suck.
Here's the thing: you probably won't get this reference, but it's the knowledge enhanced visual interconnectivity nexus.
Yeah,
it's not Kevin.
Yeah.
It's Vicky.
Wow.
Vicky is one of the major problems, but Feige's not helping.
No, man, no. I'm telling you, that was so. Dude, you just got to watch that scene because basically She-Hulk is saying all the criticisms you and others say to Kevin, but it's not Kevin Feige, which you think it's going to be leading up to it. It is the knowledge enhanced visual interconnectivity nexus. It's an AI.
Kevin is a robot.
It's
yeah.
She
thinks she's going to see Feige and she's going to see Kevin.
Oh God, here it comes. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
He's carrying.
Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna do a video on it later on today, but yeah.
You know what? This is the way I think of it. I am happy if anyone got anything out of She-Hulk or any of the other Disney Plus shows. Just give me seasons 2, 3, 10 of Peacemaker, and I'll be happy.
No, okay. Yeah. See, that's one
I'm looking forward to Daredevil. I am looking forward to Daredevil.
But you said you didn't watch the Daredevil episode, the last week's episode of She-Hulk?
No, not on She-Hulk. I'm going to watch his show though.
Okay. Yeah, Born Again.
I would
because
say
that's based on
thing.
Frank Miller's comic series. So
Frank Miller's comic before Vicky got a hold of it. So we're going to see this.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, if it starts leaning stupid, I'm out. And you know how much Daredevil's like one of my favorite comic characters of all time.
Then don't watch She-Hulk.
Then don't watch She-Hulk because
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, because
I will watch it if somebody pays me to watch it.
They basically turn him into a boy toy.
Yeah, when I found out about that, I was so insulted. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do this wind down. I want to do my thank yous. Even though you're on the panel, I'm going to thank some of you. Joe's Atmosphere. Thank you for being on the panel and in the chat. You were the first one to comment today. D. Bud Martin was second. Zacharot 315. Monkey Jeebus, thank you. Come again. Marubius Ledford is one of Keith's kids. Kingsport Cal. I'm looking at what. Ask Martin. Martin's the one that wrote these down.
Actually, she was first, but that's okay. Animal, you don't have to call him out.
Kingsport Cal, Penny, War Monkey, Heidi Marks, who is your friend over there, your best friend, Bill Barkley in Scotland. And yes, I read all your comments, Bill. I'm just not going to react to them because you are a captain of distraction. It seems like you're doing it on purpose just to mess with me. And so I've decided I need to stop reacting to the things he says because it derails the show. So, but I love you, dude. You know I love you.
But in
Dad Man Walking showed up. Hello, Dad Man Walking. Alex Moore, Jacob the Critic, who's a good friend of Keith's and mine, and Scott's, and Wajid Leakey was here. Glad to see all you guys. And, of course, Anima Confusa, Joe's Atmosphere, Dork Knight, Keith, my partner in crime, and Martin Acosta Santana, who is my the right side of my brain. And I will hold this up. I don't know if it'll show up, but I have the graphic, so I don't need to do that. Martin, you might have to take it down. I don't know how my internet's acting right now. But here again, this episode was brought to you by D&E Music, DJ and Entertainment Services. Visit us on www.dandemusic.com. If you're in the state and don't have to pay long distance, 417-883-2335. They do weddings, parties, birthdays, corporate events, and more. And when they say more, that's with a wink.
Bar mitzvahs too.
And we do more.
So is that like
I like cracking Scott up. He's laughing now.
Wait, is that like escort service? Like when you say more?
And more.
And
more. Anyway, Scott is a great guy. He is like, he does not cuss. He hopefully will be a very good person for me to be around right now because I'm living with him. Because him not cussing might help me stop cussing so much.
I have my doubts, but...
Well, I made this show and only had two cusses.
Yeah, but I have the feeling it could be the other way around because you do rub off on people.
And I was responsible for one. I apologize, sir.
Look, when
that's
you
okay. I don't
with
care about
devil,
you guys doing it.
You don't change the devil. The devil changes.
I'm so worried about me and my F cancer because it's just like eating away at my soul. The Army messed me up, man. But I do have to say one thing, though, about coffee.
If you think that by threatening me you can get me to be your slave, well, that's where you're right. And I'm only saying this because I care. There are a lot of decaffeinated brands on the market today that are just as tasty as the real thing.
That's a lie.
That's an absolute lie.
Decaffeinated does never taste as good as the real thing.
Decaffeinated is a crime against humanity.
Yeah, it's like, why drink it?
Yeah, exactly.
Why does it exist? I mean,
it exists for one reason, to make us feel good. And by the way, just so this is a Catholic thing. A lot of people don't know that we wouldn't have coffee if it weren't for the Pope.
What?
The Pope is the one who made drinking coffee acceptable because it was considered sinful because it had an effect on you. And it was a sinful drink. And then the Pope got some and said, this shit is really good, eh? Hey, Pasquale, escuch, testidora.
Religion just takes away so much fun.
The Pope gave us that.
Yeah.
And also modern medicine, thanks to the Catholic Church. The St. John's is one of the best known hospital programs around the world. And that was started by the Sisters of Mercy. The Sisters of Mercy.
See that comment? That's funny. Pope culture minefield.
Pope culture minefield, baby.
We've had worse.
Bill, I love you, Bill. You're freaking awesome.
T-shirt.
Sanctum Christe Bilimonde Restore, play ball.
That's a T-shirt with Buddy Christ on it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I got whacked by a nun for doing that. That's a Robin Williams joke. Teste Restore, Spiritus Mundi, Esther Poche, play ball.
If you're the Pope of pop culture, it's got to be Warner, Paramount. Yeah. You need to go through the studio.
And one of the last enjoyable moments here is at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Fredericksburg. When I got confirmed when I was 13, I was playing organized sports and got a terrible case of jock itch. And I'm sitting in the pew just grinding into the seat because it is so bad. And I went up to the front to get the blessing from Bishop Thomas. And he leaned into me. He goes, "Are you okay? You seem very uncomfortable in the seat." I said, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Said, "Bishop?" I didn't know what to call him. Like, "Bishop, I've got jock itch." And he goes, "Oh, say no more. Good. Bless you." No, thank you. My hair is almost like Father Guido Serraducci. Father Guido Setaducci is from Saturday Night Live.
Oh my
that guy
God!
was so
What
funny.
a great. Who was the actor that played him?
Oh, I forget his name, but
he was awesome.
Don. That
good
is it.
question
Don.
by Bill here, Gary.
What?
Will there be TGIF and when is it on?
I don't think so. We're having too many technical problems, and I think we'll definitely do Saturday morning tomorrow. But I don't think we're going to be able to do TGIF.
No TGIF.
Okay. I just don't. I don't trust this internet.
You're busy today, man.
And I get
Don't
so
worry about
angry. I get so angry, and I don't want you guys seeing me when I'm grumpy and angry.
Yeah, I don't think we'd like Gary when he's angry.
No. I fart a lot.
Anyway,
Anyway,
they did have a really cool. They did have a really cool homage to the Bill Bixby Incredible Hulk in the finale.
They did. That was cool.
That was cool.
They did that also in the version with Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Because that whole thing, the whole
at the opening of it with the
Savage
machine and all.
And
that
they
stuff.
played the theme. And they played the theme.
Yeah, they did the entire opening. I mean, right down to
shot for shot, but
shot for shot. But then they turned around at the end and they played the Lonely Man theme.
Yeah.
At the end, and every single one of us, I got goosebumps just now talking about it.
Yeah.
I just love that they did that.
They did it on the finale of She-Hulk. And they called it Savage She-Hulk. Yeah,
it's so sad that Edward Norton was not a game player. Otherwise, he would have stuck with and done the Avengers. But he's not a game player. He's
not.
Always going to stick his nose into everything. I want this change. I need that change. And they're like, look, we need a game player, not somebody who's going to. Because Feige absolutely has everything pre-done beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Up to phase 4. Before phase 4, everything was done beforehand. Who do we just lose?
No, Bill. That's
you left.
That's an old man Logan, and then Hulk raped her. They never consensually. They've always been cousins. There's always going to be one sick artist and writer who goes
writes in stupid shit like that. Yeah, I can't stand it. But we have reached the end of the show. I want to thank everybody for being here. Let me get to the branding. Oh, there's Keith. Keith is back. He's back in black.
Nice
shirt.
Nice. I like that. Metropolis. 1929. Is that right?
Yep.
10 years before Batman.
Outstanding. All right, guys, we are the hell out of here. I want to thank everybody for being here. Good, okay show. It was an okay show. Everybody did their best. I am going to play the outro now. So, as Andre would say, and with that.